What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to G-Ball Vision. Thank you for stopping in. Today we have a real exciting unboxing to dig into. Before we get started, double check and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I'd love to have you here. And before you head out, do me a huge favor, hit the thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it, everyone. It really helps push the video out there so more people get a chance to check it out. Feel free to let me know what you're carrying in your pockets today down in the comments. Love hearing from you guys. You guys are doing an awesome job with the EDC updates. So we have a Ruike here coming in. Huge shout out to them for sending this in for us to take a look at. They have a fantastic catalog over there of some really well-made knives at a fantastic price point. So this is the Ruike F118 or the F118, and this is a little bit different than we typically see from Ruike. This is going to be one of their fixed blades, and in my opinion, this is one of the best bargains on the market when it comes to a companion style fixed blade. I call this a companion style fixed blade because it really sits in the middle of an EDC fixed blade and an outdoor bushcraft style of fixed blade. It's that right size where you can throw this on the belt and you have a dependable, good sized fixed blade on you. Now let's break down the sheath here real quickly. We do have a Kydex sheath with a ton of different lashing points here, a nice ramp with jimping so you can get this out of the sheath very easily, very nicely, quickly. You have a very nice clip here as well. This tab here, it's made out of metal. It's going to allow you to adjust this. So if you want to carry this vertically on the belt, and this also opens up. So if you do want to put it on the belt or something like that, you don't have to take your belt on and off in order to get this on there. You can just slide this right over the belt or whatnot. And it gives you the ability to adjust this so you can carry it vertically, horizontally. You can carry it at an angle if you want, and it locks in, and that is awesome in my opinion. So that way, if you want to kind of cross draw this thing, you can. Just a really well thought out sheath and mechanism for carrying this thing. Really well thought out from Ruike. Very well done. So let's move to the F118 here. We'll cut that off in a minute. We're looking at a drop point style of blade here that has a nice tumble finish. We'll take a little closer look. I will link this down through Amazon. They typically have these at an awesome price tag. So we have the tumbled drop point blade. This is going to be coming in 14C28N, which is a fantastic steel for this style of fixed blade. It is ultra tough. It's very corrosion resistant. It has decent edge retention, but it's extremely easy to touch up 14C in the field. So it might not have the greatest like M390 or something like that as far as edge retention goes, but it's okay. And it maintains the ability to be sharpened up very easily. 14C is one of my favorite affordable steels. So this isn't going to be good at striking a ferro rod because we have this kind of crowned spine, which is more of an aesthetic thing. I like the aesthetic of this knife, and so I wouldn't change that. But on the other hand, on the flip side, I wouldn't have minded if they ran this jimping the way they did and gave us an area here before they started this swell or swedge to the tip. Before they started that, a nice little flat area here that was real heavy on a 90, so you could strike a ferro rod with this fixed blade. I think that would have really done this thing justice. But, you know, as it sits, it's not going to strike a ferro rod. Now, you could, you know, potentially grind this down. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. And you could make it so that way it's sharp and flat and 90 degrees. So you could. but I wouldn't do it. Nice sharpening choil. You do have a finger guard here. We have contoured, textured G10 handles, and then we have torque screws holding on each side, and that crowning maintains its way all the way down to that lanyard hole there. Let's go ahead and cut that thing off because it's pissing me off at this point. All the way down to the lashing or lanyard spot here. This thing is extremely comfortable in hand. For the life of me, I was going to say the price, but I can't for the life of me remember. I think it was around 70 bucks or so. Right around in there. Between 60 and 80, let's just say that, or 65 and 80. And I think that's a very fair price. And Ruike is a good company who is going to take care of the customer. If you were to have an issue or something like that, they're going to take care of you. I don't foresee any issues with this knife in particular, but just in case, I think, you know, you would be just fine. Why don't we go ahead, we'll get a piece of telephone book paper here, and although this is not meant to be a slicer, why don't we go ahead and see what kind of edge they can put on these fixed blades. And that's the other thing I didn't say. I said 14C can take a very nice edge, but the other thing about 14C is it can take a screaming sharp edge as well. So not only is it easy to put the edge on the 14C steel, it can take a hair shaving, screaming sharp edge. And this one, if it's cutting through like that, this has a hell of an edge on it. That's just me messing up there. But this has a hell of an edge on it. Very, very sharp, guys. This is a knife we're going to take out and we are going to do some outdoor testing with. We're going to put it through its paces and see what it's made up of and see, you know, where it excels and what maybe it's not so good at, right? That is the whole idea behind the outdoor testing. We want to see where this thing shines and where maybe it can't keep up with other things. It does sit in that spot, that in-betweener spot, like I was saying, where this is a little big for an EDC fixed blade and it's a little small for a chopper, larger bushcraft style of fixed blade. So this really sits in the middle. You know, this was about the size that I first tried to use as an EDC. I think it was an SE4 that I first tried, and boy was I wrong. And it's not only the knife is too big, but the sheaths are too bulky, too big. If I had a different job, I'd love to throw this thing on my belt or something like that and carry it every single day. But until I change that job, switch the job that I have, and get something else, I won't be EDCing anything quite this size in the foreseeable future, but I sure would love to. This is extremely, that contouring, the way the handle's done, this thing is extremely comfortable. The jimping is nice and grippy. It's large jimping, but it's aggressive jimping. Great blade shape for any outdoor type of task. Great finish for the 14C. That tumble washed finish is going to be great for 14C. It's only going to aid it in its corrosion resistance and the way it takes on wear and tear. It's just going to work out very well in regards to the finish of this knife. We will for sure be doing outdoor testing on this thing. You'll have to let me know down in the comments, what do you think of this knife here, and what sort of test do you want to see done with this knife? That way I can keep in mind, you know, your comments and see what testing you want to see done on it. I always have my standard testing that I do for outdoor knives, but if you have something in mind that you want to see, let me know down in the comments. I love hearing from you either way. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. I always appreciate that, everyone. It really helps push the video out there so more people have a chance to get a look at it, right? If you're new here, we release crazy ass videos every single day. Hit the subscribe button, ring the little bell. I'd love to have you here. Otherwise, I'll throw up a couple of new videos. Go check one of them out. Have yourself an awesome day. Thanks again for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.